a lot to unpack in that one, huh? that was a gutsy win. You know, I don't know where do you guys want to start? Did Skenes start?
Can you kind of take us through the emotions of that game and roller coaster that it was?
I don't know where to start. I mean, just what a gutsy win, back and forth. The guys continued to battle, grind it out. You know, relievers coming in, picking each other up, guys at the plate. You know, we go down 3-2. Reynolds comes up with a big hit to tie it up. You know, and then Oneil with the big homer to tie it up in the ninth. And, I mean, I don't even know where to start. You'll probably remind me as we go on everything that happened in the game, but you know, Paul did an amazing job battling through and you know, giving us the lead after 6. And geez, just a lot of different emotions and things that happened there.
Let's start with you guys chasing Peralta. He was their ace and he doesn't even get 5. That ends up being a benefactor for you guys, as their bullpen was pretty taxed in the late going. How big was that?
Huge. The at-bats we had off of them from the get-go forced them to throw pitches, and then in that 5th inning really digging down and grinding it out. And like you said, he didn't get through 5, and a guy like that, as good of a pitcher as he is, says a lot about our guys offensively and how they dug in, stuck with the approach, and continued to grind and battle.
Tony, what was your view of the play with Canario in the 10th? Did you think he avoided the tag there?
I believe he did. I didn't see the replay from everything I heard, but they called him out of the baseline, which honestly, and when I played, I respect Mark Wagner, one of the best umpires in the game in my opinion, and I've never seen that called there. You know, as far as avoiding a tag at home plate, you have 3 feet from when the fielder goes to apply the tag. You know, it was ruled out of the baseline, so not something that we could even challenge.
What happened there? Why did he come so wide on that one?
I think he was wide to begin with, and then just to try to get around the catcher. You know, and like I said, I haven't even seen the replay. That everything happened so fast at the end.
You talked about, you know, needing one swing to get this offense going. Is 2 Oneil swings also?
Oh my goodness, jeez! What I mean, 2 great swings. I think I heard coming up the steps, it was his first multi-homer game. You know, and 2 long ones out there, and the second one really big. You know, to tie that up off of a tough pitcher in Uribe, and you know, and coming back to Canario's hit to tie it up there, and then to be able to string some together, Isaiah, and it was great.
Donnie, could you elaborate on Isaac? I mean, the emotion that had kind of turned, and he comes in and gets a couple of big outs there.
He really did. Settled it down, kept it right there for us, and gave us a chance. How about Ferguson coming in? Santana came in mid-inning, you know, and just finding ways to piece it together. Yeah, but Mattson did a great job coming in, settling it down, and giving us a chance to tie it up in the 9th.
How much of a catalyst is Oneil for the offense? I mean, he obviously showed the power tonight, but he's been able to show off his legs on the base pass and everything like that. Just how much was he missed while he was down with his back?
Oh, no doubt, and great to see him getting his timing back. I know we talked about that, coming off of the back injury, facing Wheeler and then Abel, those 2 guys, and now, you know, he looks like he's back in rhythm, but really couldn't be more proud of him and his approach all year, really. You look at the walks, the plate discipline, the way that he's been able to work the count, get on base, be able to use his legs, and we saw the power tonight. You know, just a real special player.
Skenes had a bit of a labor-intensive first, but I don't think he allowed a hit after the first until the 6th. Was able to get out of a jam there. Just what overall did you make of his start?
Very similar. You know, to Philly, he reached back. He had a little bit more velo there. He was in the zone, really able to mix it up and go to his off speed when he needed to. And I think that just the attack with his fastball has been key for him, and being able to get ahead. And you know, that first inning was a little shaky, I guess, if you would say, but for Paul, you know, being able to settle down and get through 6 was great. And he finished strong too. I mean, that was 6th inning. Got a little dicey there, but he was able to finish it out and get the out to end it.
Do you guys start getting amped up a little bit, seeing the average velo of his fastball sitting around that 99 mark, probably touching 100?
Yeah, just we want him to be moving efficiently and feeling good out there, and you see what he can do. I don't think it's necessarily key for him to be able to reach back and get that. It's more about being in the zone and attacking, getting ahead with his fastball. And when he's feeling good and on his good days, we see what he can do there.
How much did you weigh Randy versus going with the lefty in that situation?
Back and forth. We had Ferguson ready for who was that, Freelick, that Paul got out last. But it was I think they swung at the first pitch, the two batters before that, and it was pretty quick. We just wanted to have Ferguson ready just in case those two batters ended up going long and he got up to 105, 110 and was really laboring. But there were two quick batters there, the two before that, and he was sitting at, I think, right around 100, and felt like Paul was still the best option there to be able to get Freeland.
Donnie, you said when you manage, you want to stay like this. How successful were you at that tonight?
Not good. I did stay in the game though. It went through my mind, but that was a great win, exciting, and just proud of the guys, the way they battled and continued to fight. And like we've said, through most of this, they've finished games well and finished well tonight.
I think Henry saw about 19 pitches through his first two at-bats. Just what did you see from him in those first two at-bats, and how did that contribute to running Peralta in the game?
Yeah, really good. He that one at-bat, 3-2, fouled off a bunch, and tried to, he kept fouling off good pitches too, and fastballs, sliders, he was covering everything, and then got the catcher's interference call that got guys on base, got things rolling for us there. He had good at-bats again tonight.
What can you say about Kutch's play? He had a big double in the 7th inning.
Yeah, big double in the 7th. That was a huge hit to start that comeback right there after we had gone down 3-2. Brian gets the base hit to right center right after that, tied it up pretty quick, and then came up with a big hit again right after Oneil there in the 9th. Kutch is a pro. He has great at-bats and really stays within himself and did a great job again tonight.
How important is a win like this tonight when you go down 3 times in the later innings, just coming back and getting that win? How important is that going forward for the rest of the season, this kind of win?
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it just goes back to, what we talked about from the beginning, challenging these guys to get better every day. They've stayed in the moments. They've continued to compete and finish games and find ways to help the team win. And I think we saw a lot of that tonight from a lot of different players, and it was really cool.
How about IKF tonight? He kind of started pretty well, struggled with some sweepers, and then late in the game with that hit.
Yeah, really big hit. I mean, he had his approach has been really good. He's staying to right field, staying within himself, and when he needs to, tries to turn on it. But did a really good job tonight, driving the ball to right field.